So this is really sad news. Maxis, the studio behind SimCity, Spore, God, SimAnt, SimCity 2000, The Sims, at least the original Sims, and I believe Sims 2, is no more. EA shut them down. They did this yesterday. They actually made an announcement about this, and this is what they had to say. Today, we are consolidating Maxis IP development to our studios in Redwood Shores, Salt Lake City, Helsinki, and Melbourne locations as we close our Emeryville location. Now, Kotaku had a really interesting point in their article, which I'll have listed below in the description. The Game Developers Conference is going on right now. Game Developers Conference, where people from, or developers from around the world get together to celebrate games. And they announced that they're shutting down one of the most legendary studios ever yesterday. Can you get even any more douchebag, EA? Like, this is a douchebag move. Like, even for you, it's almost unexpected. But anyway. Now, I'm not going to make it like I'm Lazy Game Reviews status. I wasn't huge into Maxis. I know Lazy Game Reviews, he's a big Maxis guy. As a matter of fact, I just saw right before I started filming this video that he made a video on Maxis, and if you look behind him, he has like a billion different boxes of all. I think he may have. I think I watched another couple of other of his videos where he may have all of the Maxis games ever made. But on the same note, even though I'm not a huge Maxis fan, I have to thank them for giving me like one of my best childhood memories, and I'll talk about that now. In 1991, I got the Super Nintendo. I actually talked about the story a while back in my Sega Genesis versus Super Nintendo video. I'll have those listed below as well. But in 91, I got a Super Nintendo for Christmas. And with the Super Nintendo, I got a crap ton of games. You obviously got Super Mario World. It was a pack-in game. I got Final Fight. I got Pilot Wings. I got Populous, and I got SimCity. I think that's all the games I got. Yeah, I got all those games. Populous, I played like for 2 seconds. Never understood Populous. Maybe if I tried now as an adult, I may like it, but I didn't like it back then. But I played a lot of Super Mario World. I was big into beat 'em up, so I played Final Fight, even though Final Fight, the original one for the SNES, hindsight being 2020, is the weakest link out of all the different ports of the original Final Fight. But I played all those games. I would put SimCity in because I liked them. Like, man, this is cool. You can build the city. This is awesome. But I would always put the city, I would put the residential zones, I would put the commercial zones and the industrial, make my city look nice and neat, a little bit of roads here, a little bit of trains, train tracks here. My city would never grow. And my buddy Tom, who lived probably like 3 minutes away from me, he got a Super Nintendo too. I think he got SimCity. And he came over and I was just like, Tom, I don't get you like SimCity? He's like, yeah, SimCity's awesome. I'm like, I don't get it. I'm sitting here, I'm putting all these different residential zones, a power plant, you name it, and my city's not growing. And I showed him what I was doing, and he looks at me, he's like, you're an idiot. I'm like, what are you talking about? Why am I an idiot? He's like, you're not putting power lines to anything. And he was right. I wasn't. I'm sitting here for hours on end, listening to that droning town theme over and over again, bumping out of the Super Nintendo, and the reason my city wasn't growing was because of the fact that I wasn't putting power lines. But once I figured that out, that moment I had there, the game was awesome. I remember he showed me this cheat that he learned from I believe it was maybe from a Nintendo Power magazine, forgive me if I'm wrong, where you put like a donut of residential zones, a donut of industrial, a donut of commercial. You could put like a theme park in between there, and everything would explode, and you would just put road or train tracks everywhere, and you wouldn't have to worry about traffic problems, and you would get to a metropolis in like 5 minutes. And he knew the cheat code to get all the money, so you'd have all the money in the world. It was awesome. During our Christmas break, we played other games too. I'm not going to make it like we just played SimCity. That would be a lie. But we played a crap ton of SimCity, and it was a fantastic game. And my Christmas of 91, when I was in 5th grade, going into 92, thanks to Maxis, there were some great memories because of SimCity, and I thank them for that. Now, going into the business side of this, what will make me angry, or what annoys me a little bit, is I have a feeling that the reason that the Emeryville, the original location of Maxis, was shut down, the reason that Maxis has been killed off, besides its name, you'll see plastered on boxes, because they're still going to come out with Sims games and stuff like that, and they say, oh yeah, you're going to see the Maxis name, but no one at Maxis is home because they're just tossing the game to other studios that EA has. But what makes me angry is I have a feeling a lot of this, not all of it, I'm sure other crap happened too, has to do with the fact that SimCity 2013 was such a mess. But the thing I have to say to EA is, it's amazing that you're punishing Maxis. I'm sure there's other reasons besides just SimCity 2, the new SimCity, I mean. You're punishing Maxis because you and your shareholders forced their hand to have that always online DRM. Forced their hand to have this game with all these other flaws in it, instead of having the game come out right without draconian DRM. And now you're punishing them for things you made them do. You're shutting down Maxis, mostly due to the fact that SimCity, which I'm sure EA was banking on to be a blockbuster hit, didn't come out the way you wanted it to because of the stupid choices you made because you wanted to make as many dollars as you could. Capitalism sucks, but you know what, EA, or you know what, Maxis, I need to say, I gotta thank you. I had some great childhood memories because of some of the games you came out with, especially SimCity for the Super Nintendo. I wish everyone at that studio luck, and once again, thank you for the memories.
Well, the MLS season will kick off tomorrow as scheduled. The league players may have reached an agreement on a new